This is how computer chips are made, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. First, engineers design a precise circuit diagram, the blueprint for each microscopic layer of the chip. Then, that circuit is printed onto an optical mask. The lines? Thinner than a single strand of hair. The finer the circuits, the smaller the chip. That means more transistors in the same space and way more power. Now, here's where it gets crazy. To create the chip's light source, a laser 15 times more intense than what's used to cut metal is fired at tiny molten metal droplets. When hit, these droplets instantly vaporize into plasma, blasting out extreme ultraviolet light. That light is collected, focused, and blasted onto a silicon wafer, but it's sensitive. So, the entire process happens under yellow light to avoid exposing the photosensitive material. Next, a light-sensitive chemical photoresist is applied to the wafer. Then, light is projected through a photomask, stamping patterns onto the wafer kind of like printing, but at a nanometer scale. Where the light hits, the photoresist becomes weaker and is washed away. The rest stays, protecting the wafer beneath. Each stamp transfers part of the chip's design. Up to 230 of these can be imprinted at once. This process is repeated over 100 times, layer by layer. Metal is then injected to connect the circuits between each layer, forming the full 3D structure of the chip. It takes over 2 months to process a single wafer. And because the circuits are so insanely small, even a microscopic speck of dust can destroy a chip. That's why chip fabs are cleaner than hospital operating rooms. They run 24/7, with air completely refreshed every 2 minutes. Workers go through full disinfection just to enter. Between every step, the wafers are washed in ultra-pure water. Even then, not every chip comes out perfect. The best-performing chips like the Intel i9 have the fewest defects, the highest speed, and the biggest price tag. Chips with more imperfections like i3s still work, but have lower performance. After quality checks, the wafers are sliced into individual chips and packaged into CPUs. And that is how the tiny brain inside your computer is made.